From cubicle fights to the bathroom stall brawls. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here. From the break room drama to the boss that's here. We hate it here, oh, we hate it here. So grab a seat, it's horror premiere. Office gossip, Twitter jams, management schemes, and toxic plans. You jump and jump, oh, we can relate. Welcome to work life, the thing we all hate. Management schemes and toxic plans. Your job's a joke, oh, we can relate. Welcome to work life, the thing we all hate. Erika and Marissa have seen it all. From cubicle fights to the bathroom stall brawls. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here. From the break room drama to the bosses here. We hate it here, oh, we hate it here. So grab a seat, it's horror premiere.
Hey everyone, welcome to another episode of I Hate It Here. My name's Erika.
Hi, Marissa.
And thank you for hopping on to the Hotmess Express.
Aboard. Welcome to the Hotmess Express. Choo choo.
All right, Marissa, we are back another week. We have gotten ourselves together from last week's show.
Yeah.
Pulled ourselves together from Chappie and Helen's Wild Adventures. Because my cheeks were killing me from laughing so hard that entire episode.
I feel like I was in a roller coaster ride. Like I was like, how? I can't even remember everything that we discussed. So I had to go back and look at the video and be like, oh yeah, we did talk about that too, because it was everywhere. It's too much.
It was so fun, and they did such an amazing job. Helen always brings it with her crazy stories and drops weird facts right at the end of the show. Always. Right? Always. But Chappie did such a great job. I know he was worried about it. And I told him, you did amazing. And we had such a blast with you that it is an open invite to jump on air with us anytime he wants. So, yeah.
Absolutely. Whenever you want, Chappie, just speaking of having him jump on, I'm putting the link in the chat. Because I always forget. So that's a great segue into if you want to come, if you want to hop on the live with us, you don't have to go on camera if you don't want to, but we would love it if you would, if you do. If you want to hop on and tell us your story, want us to spiral with you, want to get people's reactions, want to share something, by all means, please click the link. It's in the chat.
Absolutely. Which I just looked at the chat and Adam put cousin stories from Helen. I know what in the home sweet Alabama happened at the end of that fucking episode. I'm still
it was too much. I was like, wait. Even I clutched my pearls. I was like, wait. What is happening?
I know. And I'm scared to find out and ask more about this next time she's on, which will be the last Thursday of March. Mm-hmm. But all right, guys, on with this show. Marissa, give us your rant. What do you hate this week? What's going on in Marissa's world?
Okay, so what do I hate this week? And I think I sent it to you on Instagram. I don't know where this bitch popped up from. Like she resurrected from the grave somewhere. Like she should have just stayed in her little oblivious corner. But I don't know if y'all saw that Casey Anthony is now in the TikTok, I guess, world, in social media. And she has the audacity to be like, I'm here to be a voice and to give legal advice to people.
I'm like, be a voice for women.
I'm like, no, none. We all had a meeting. None of us want your voice. None of us.
That is so fucking wild. And she's got, I haven't looked. I haven't looked because it's been a week, right? But she evidently has a ton of followers already. So I've only caught a couple like TikToks of other females and other people on the platform letting these Gen Zers know, like, no. You guys might not remember her. You might not remember who she is. You were too young. Some of you were probably not even born, but she's a bad person. Like, do not give her the limelight. I mean, And that's the horrible thing about social media, right?
Exactly.
That these crazy ass people that shouldn't get like this type of fame get it. For example, Ash Trevino, who
Yes.
Flood told you guys all about,
Mhm.
she like that garbage human being should not be getting the exposure and the money that she does.
Yeah, it was crazy. When I saw it, I was like, no, ma'am. No, ma'am. Go back to doing whatever it is that you're doing. Whatever it is that you've been doing for all of these fucking years, go back and do that. We don't need you out in the public right now. Like, it's too much. There's a lot happening that Casey Anthony was coming up and trying to be a voice for women was not on my 2025 bingo card. And I don't want it to be. I refuse to put it on my bingo card. Like, let me breathe. There's so much more things happening. And I think back to your point, that's my rant of like, why are all of these trash fucking human beings getting all of these like celebrities and all of the, and I know that's like a new thing now of like going viral and doing all of these things, but we got to be more selective. We got to be more selective about who we give a platform to, because then you get people like the Ash Trevinos, like the Casey Anthonys that get a platform. And unfortunately, there's a lot of vulnerable people out there.
The Tate brothers, Joe Rogan, all these fucking mediocre fucking men who are now creating all these incels and are teenage boys and young boys who are totally susceptible to this are now like imitating and trying to be like, and I just saw from the corner of my eye, Flaggy put Gypsy Rose, and that's exactly what I was going to mention.
Yes.
So I think all these like previous like notorious people that did notoriously bad things saw that Gypsy Rose has gotten all this fame and attention, and now they're like, oh, society has accepted her, and like Anna Delvey and all these fucking people.
Exactly.
And they're like, oh, I guess that can happen to us too. And people stop.
Like, there was no reason for Anna Delvey to be on Dancing with the Stars. Let's be real. Like, with her fucking ankle monitor. Bitch, go back to prison. Get out of here.
With that peasant face.
With that peasant face. No, I think that's my rant. Like, I feel like there's so much happening in the world. Right? There's so much happening everywhere. Just anything that you see, there's so much happening. There's so much higher priority items. And that's why I stay away a lot from social media, is because I just can't handle. Like, I will lose it if I'm consistently on it. That's why I don't have TikTok. That's why I do have Instagram. I'm in there, but I'm very limited. I don't post. I don't do any of that. But we have to do better. Like, we cannot give these trash human beings the platform to then make a living off of this, because that's giving them what they don't deserve. So that is my rant for,
which is so funny. I should have asked you beforehand, kind of like asked you what your rant was going to be about, so I could have like swapped it, because that's going to roll perfectly into our segment after I go on my rant.
Oh, okay.
Which we're trying really hard not to talk about work now that we're on YouTube about our real jobs. We're like, fuck that. We don't want to get fired.
Yeah, like, I still need our corporate money. Thank you very much.
We do. We are still on the corporate T, and until we are off of it, we have got to be careful. But I did it to myself, guys. I did it to myself, and I flew I thought I was under the radar, but I flew too close to the surface, and I've been spotted, and my weaponized incompetence no longer works. It no longer works. Oh, no. For those of you asking what weaponized incompetence is like when you purposely pretend you can't do something, or you act like you're bad at something so people don't ask you to do it, right? Like, a lot of husbands do this, the cleaning, the stuff that their wives ask them to do. And
watching the kids, or knowing how to take care of the kids, all of that.
They do it so bad that the wife doesn't ask them again, So for me, it's gone. So I'm too close to the surface. They spotted me. They're like, oh, this bitch does know what she's doing. She needs to stop faking it. And that's exactly what happened, guys. I have been so fucking busy at work this month. Well, this year, but this month has been a lot. So much so that I I'm falling behind on finding good content for you guys on this show. I'm not like my free doom scrolling time has gone away the last 2 weeks. I have just been so busy and I hate it, Marissa. I hate it.
Yeah. I don't blame you, especially when you've had that taste of like, I get to just not be so overloaded
or people depending on you.
Yeah, or people depending on you, and you get that freedom, and now they want to take it away. I'd be fighting it too. I'd be like, no, can't do this to me. I'm sorry.
Yep. So I only did it to myself. I don't know. I wish I could tell you guys the moment. Like I was thinking about it, I'm like, what did I do that they're like, oh, this bitch has like she knows what she's doing, she can do it. Because trust me, guys, when I tell you in meetings, I've learned at this job to just unmute and be like, hey everyone, and then unmute, and then mute again, I should say, then unmute and be like, bye everyone, have a good day, and then mute again. Like that is seriously my life, or was my life at this company until recent. So fuck me, guys. I just want to go back to the lazy girl job that I used to have. But that was my
But that's got to be so hard too when you don't know what did it. Like at least sometimes because you feel it in your soul when you're like, oh, I shouldn't have said that, or oh, I shouldn't have raised my hand for that. But I think that's even worse when you don't know what triggered it. Like, what did I do?
Yeah, I mean, like what campaign did I work on that everybody's like, oh, great fucking job, or like, what did I do? I mean, Serenity now, please. Let's go back to those days. So I mean, I feel tired. I feel haggard. I think I look haggard. So this weekend, what am I going to do, Marissa? I am going to eat rubbish.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Eat a bunch of junk food and watch rubbish all weekend. My sister and my nephew are in San Antonio this weekend. They are meeting some family members out there, and they're going to do the whole like Fiesta Texas and all that other BS. And I was like, have fun. I am going to stay here and hang with the dogs and be me, do me. So what am I tomorrow? Probably hit up the grocery store and just buy nothing but junk.
Love it. Love it.
Saturday, I'm not changing out of my PJs, guys. I am in my PJs all fucking day, hanging with the dogs, watching TV, catching up on shows. And I am so looking forward to that. Oh, Nina's like, we need a dog cam. Nina, I wish my dogs were as chill as your dogs, but Marissa knows that this house goes from like super zen to like circus in seconds.
Yeah.
If they spot any sort of movement, if they see anything happening, they get all riled up because they are all half Chihuahua. So yes, they get crazy. So I wish I could do a little puppy cam, but they're not it. But yeah, so I am gonna rot. That is what I'm gonna do this weekend. Yeah. Completely rot. But all right, guys. So let's get into the stories. So when Marissa was talking about what the fuck with giving people fame, I am blown away by what people will do to get famous.
Okay.
Right? And because we have been keeping tabs on Miss Lilly Phillips, Bonnie Blue, Coco Bay now added to the list. I'm getting all sorts of information about these OnlyFans content creators.
Okay.
Which, don't get me wrong, I'm like, oh, hot chicks, but they're fucking crazy. Wild, but yes, I want to know what's happening with them, right? So here, okay, guys. So I now came across the story of this mother and daughter content creator, like they're OnlyFans people, right? Who do stuff together. Like they do everything together. All sorts of, use your imagination. And I was going to pull that clip for you guys. And I did it just because it kind of gave me the icks, and I don't want to do that to you guys, where the daughter was talking about her mom being, oh my God. And then her mom's a fucking life coach. By the way, I'm like, no, not the life coaching that you need to be giving people. But anyhow, they create content together and with people, with themselves. Like,
and these are like actual like mom and daughter. This is not like hey, we're pretending. Like they are
mother-daughter is what they say. I mean, I hope not, Marissa. But anyhow, So I came across the story of these people, and again, what do people do to be famous? So let me play the first clip for you guys.
All right.
I think it's really important that
wait, I'm sorry to pause it real quick, but can you guys hear it?
I can hear it, yes, but let us know in the chat if y'all can hear it too.
Because I saw the clip of last week's show, or the show actually, when I was trying to clip it for social media. Nobody told me that video that I showed I heard you afterwards, Marissa. I couldn't hear you when the clip was playing.
Okay.
But there was no volume to it.
Yeah, no, that's just like, oh, okay, we're gonna move past that. All right.
I'm like, goddamn Hotmess Express. All right, so here we go.
Oh, they're saying it's low though. The volume's low.
Oh, okay. Well, I put it up as far up as I could. Hold on.
Okay.
So hopefully you guys can hear it. All right.
I think it's really important that I give Jade her time alone with Nick, and for them to have their space. And I don't want them to be uncomfortable thinking that I might hear from another part of the house. So I usually go out, go to my Pilates or go shopping while they're having their time. And then
I do the same for you. Yeah, I give her the same respect. Yeah, when me and Nick kind of had some rough patches going on, I looked to my mom for advice because she said she's a life coach, and I tell her everything, and she knew him very well at that point. And she suggested we kind of switch up the dynamic and maybe bring another woman in. And
I didn't mean at first me, but then when they came to me and
I think she always had eyes for you guys. I think.
So do you get what's happening on that clip?
No, absolutely. Life coach of what? No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Whoever gave her a license, take it away. Like, that is just, first of all, as a mom, I give them their time, and then she gives, no, ma'am. The minute that they even came to you with that bullshit, you should have been like, get the fuck out of my house. Get out of my face, get out of my house for even thinking about that. That is disgusting.
So gross.
Gross.
I mean, well, they're already doing all sorts of stuff with each other, right? Might as well just date the same fucking man. Which is what they're doing. I don't know. This is so fucking gross. I threw up a couple times. Could you imagine? Oh, with your mom? No. No. Hell no. All right.
Nope.
Guys, so I was just like, what the fuck is going on with these OnlyFans creators? And the story just got a little better.
if you could tell, but
Things has changed.
Yeah, we're welcoming Nick's children. She's going to be having Nick Jr.
Oh, honey.
And I'm going to be having Nicole. We're very excited to welcome 2 new members of the family, and having a baby alongside my mom is the most exciting and beautiful thing. I could have never expected it.
No, ma'am. Just that family tree has to stop right there. Like that. I'm sorry, but it just does. Like, no, that is disgusting. So what are these going to be? Like brother, sister,
and
uncle?
I mean, yeah, uncle, niece,
brother, uncle. I'm sorry. Imagine these poor kids having to explain their fucking family dynamic.
I cannot. I was so grossed out. And I was like, why would somebody do this? I mean, of course, again, I want to be, I'm like, you get that bag, ladies, you OF content creators, like get that bag, get that money, right? But we got to draw the line somewhere, right? Like, as much as I want to be a feminist and like promote sex positivity, there's just some things that I can't. And these OF fans, like, are you like, they just have to keep pushing the envelope.
But this is not even pushing the envelope. This is like pushing the envelope is like, okay, you as adults, consenting adults, are doing whatever it is that you choose to do. Fine, whatever. But now you have to raise children in this dynamic.
Like, raising kids doesn't, in this fucking economy and in this world, doesn't suck enough already.
Exactly. And now you have to turn around and go to school and have them explain why dad is dad on both sides, but then it's also grandma, but then it's also sister. Like, no, that's irresponsible. I'm sorry, but no, that's disgusting. That's disgusting on everybody.
I know. I just and then she's a therapist / life coach.
No, she's not. No, ma'am. Take her license immediately.
Right? I thought that was so crazy, and especially because the clip that I didn't show you of the girl talking about her and her mom and like what they do and like how proud she is of her mom and like her mom, being a therapist, and she's like she'll have like a session with somebody, like somebody would be at the house having a session with her, they leave, and then she'll like take out the camera and toys or whatever she's doing to film some content. And she's like, I am so proud of her.
Okay, but look, imagine you're paying this bitch money. You go over to her house and you find out this bitch is living like this. How dare you judge me? How dare you look at me and tell me that I'm doing something wrong? I'd be demanding a refund. Imagine her clients, though. Imagine her client. Imagine going to this lady for a life coaching session.
I mean, first of all, I'm going to say a majority of the people who are like life coaches are complete hacks, right? Like, I wouldn't know. And like, I don't know. They're like failed therapists. I don't think they need to be licensed. They need, like, it would be me. Like, I'm just, you know what? I'm going to be a life coach. I'm going to start taking on clients. And, like, I don't need any certifications. I can just do it. And people, and there'd be people dumb enough to sign up. But could you imagine if you found out, like, all of a sudden you're scrolling on TikTok and you fucking see your therapist on a couch, pregnant by her daughter's husband, who you now share?
No, just that family tree's got to stop. Like, just stop it. Just after these kids, no more. Nobody has kids no more. Like, that is it. That's crazy.
I know.
Crazy that's even acceptable. Like, that's gross. It also makes me wonder too, because she says she's a life coach and therapist, right? Or something like that. Like, okay. So for a therapist, you have to have a license, if I'm not mistaken.
So I don't know if she's actually really a therapist.
Okay.
But she's like, maybe she is a hack and she's just only a life coach, but they say she's a therapist, so she doesn't look like a complete wackadoo. I don't know.
Maybe. I don't know. But I'm just saying, like, that's for the daughter to also sit there and be like, oh, I'm so proud of my mom, and the mom to sit there with a big old smile on her face. It's wrong. It's wrong. It's moral. And while, like you said, we try to be very sex positive, do you as an adult, there's lines, guys. There's lines. There's not a lot of morals here, but the ones that they are, that's where we draw the line right there.
I don't know. Like, what kind of attention, like, what happened in your lives?
Right.
That you need.
This is okay.
I'm trying not to be a judgy McJudgerson.
No, I am. Fuck that. I listened and I judged, okay? And I judged hard. And I will forever judge, because that's fucking nasty.
All right, Marissa, well, what does the chat have to say or should we jump into the chat now? Because I do have an update on Lilly Phillips.
Oh, God. Okay, let's actually get into the chat first before we jump into Lilly Phillips, because I know the chat's going to have their opinions as well. So, all right. So it looks like everybody was like, wow. Mia was like, wow. Adam says, I've only been naked around my parents when I was a baby and very young boy, but never after that. What the fuck? Exactly. Nina
puts
says,
his pants on when his family's around. He's not Winnie the Poohing it
as you shouldn't.
It's only him and his cats.
Hey, when it's just you in the privacy of your home, Winnie Pooh away. Like, if you're paying the bills, by all means. But when there's other people, please put some pants on. I'm not saying they have to be formal pants, Well, hands on, preferably. Nina's saying, I'm sorry, but nope. Being a life coach is a joke. Any monkey can become one. It takes no education or experience. Fluggy's throwing up. Just throwing up. Adam poses a question, which I think is a very good question. What's wrong with the guy too? Why would he even be into it?
I mean, Adam.
Stop it.
Come on.
Mia says, what the fuck? A big no. Amanda says, what a fucked up family tree this will be. Bruce walked in right at that point. Mm-hmm. So perfect timing. Adam says, if it's a girl, she's going to be the third. Oh, no. That's
No, let's hope not. Not with Granny. Or not with Mom either. I mean, not with... No.
We're throwing them all overboard if that happens. Like, everybody's got to go. Let's see. Family tree, don't cross the streams. Let's see. Baby's going to have a mom's sister. It's like people try their hardest ways to give their... Let me try that one again. It's like people try their hardest to find ways to give their children's the worst lives possible. That's in this economy, like 2 kids at the same age. That's crazy. Mia's saying, hi, Grandpa Daddy. Fluggy says, thanks, Erika. Now I'm upset. Gonna go get an ice cream. There's no way this woman is a therapist. If she is, she needs her license revoked. Absolutely. All right. And then Adam saying she's a Ted Lasso of inbred insanity. So there we go.
Well, we got somebody that wants to spiral with us, Marissa.
Yes.
And it's none other than Helen Sita. Let's get her on.
Hello.
Hey,
hi. How are you guys?
Hello.
Long time no see. I'm good.
Oh, Helen.
And we will clarify. I know, but that's what I do, right?
She drops the mics and walks away. Yep.
She did. And
Gotta keep them coming back. Gotta keep them coming back.
Completely flabbergasted.
Yep.
Okay.
Okay.
So you need to clear up what?
No, we'll do that during morning after show. You guys are just gonna have to wait for those stories. So my niece tells me today. So her story is really funny, and I feel like I need actual advice from everyone who spirals because that's what we're gonna do. So she works for a dental office, and the dentist apparently is spiraling, and he will constantly show up half an hour to an hour late to his appointments. He is not performing surgery correctly. Like, he'll often forget to work on a tooth, and she'll be like, hey, you're supposed to work on all 4. And like, she's just constantly on top of him. The thing is, he has a office manager who's worked with him from the beginning. So she just enables him. She enables him, and she hides money from the bank account, because if he sees money in the bank account, he just takes it. So she hides money so she can make payroll. And she, yeah.
I'm trying to keep it together, guys. I'm sorry.
Oh, shit, Helen. I didn't know this was going to be a work spiral. Oh, my God.
I know when to do these things. So she, so my niece always tells me these things, and it's just it's insane, right? So then, she's very, so she'll call in, right? And she calls in, and then her manager calls her back, and she's like, why are you calling in? Are you sick? What are you doing? And she's like, manager, I do not have to tell you what I'm doing. I have
Right.
told you I'm not coming in. And so the next day she's like, well, what were you doing? She goes, I took time off. That's all I need to tell you. And she's like, no, but were you sick? Are you going on interviews? Why are you calling in? She goes, again, I called in. That's what I'm supposed to do. I don't have to give you any other reason.
Right.
And she's constantly just pushing her buttons, right? And so today she called in and she starts calling her. Why aren't you answering my phone? She goes, because I'm not getting paid to answer the phone. I called in. And now she's like, well, the doctor and I are going to have to talk to you when you come back. She's like, fine. But right now, I called in. And she goes, so now she's like ignoring her because she's like harassing her all the time. And I go, okay, one, never again speak Spanish for them because they're not paying you for that anyways.
Mm-hmm.
Number two, because they'll say, hey, can you text the doctor that his appointments are here? And she'll constantly be like, that's not my job description. And she does it a lot. Like they'll tell her to do other things. She's like, that's not part of my job description. And she is working her role and her pay, but she won't go over it. And I'm like, good for you. And she goes, the minute my check bounces, she goes, I'm done. She goes, but right now I've been looking for another job. She goes, it's just been a little bit harder to find a new job, right? So I'm wondering what she should tell her manager tomorrow. Because she knows her rights and she knows she doesn't have to tell her anything. I told her I only have to know my work has to know if I'm using vacation or sick. That's all they have to know, you know.
Mm-hmm.
But she goes, I don't get paid for anything. She goes, if I call out, I'm just not getting paid. I don't have any paid
So
benefits.
she's hourly.
I'm like, oh, then yeah, you don't need to do anything. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So she's hourly. She's not exempt.
So we're trying to figure out what she needs to do.
She needs to find another job. Absolutely.
Exactly.
With like another dentist, another doctor, and I'm sorry, worked with a lot of providers in my previous positions. They're always hiring. I'm sorry. Any freaking provider, dentist, doctors, like that staff turns over so much. It's crazy. But definitely start looking for another job. And I would highly advise her to seek an employment attorney. Because obviously that little office does not have HR, and Helen has shit Wi-Fi because she's froze.
I know.
But I don't know if she can even hear us and what we're saying. Maybe let's get her off.
Yeah, let me get her off and see if she comes. Oh, there she is. I think she came back on. Hold on.
Okay.
I can hear you. It's a little lagged.
Oh, okay. Okay, so I'm saying she probably obviously there's no HR with that dentist, right? He owns a business. It's not tied into like a bigger dentistry practice or anything like that. So I would definitely have her start has she been taking notes and notating and keeping texts and voicemails and all that? Probably not, huh?
I'm sure she's kept text and voicemails for sure. But I don't think she's kept anything else.
She's got to start keeping a log, right, Marissa?
Yes, absolutely. She's got to start documenting everything.
Oh, look, now Marissa's frozen. What's going on with everybody's Wi-Fi today? Oh, God. But yeah, she needs to start logging everything. Start anytime there's crazy, like anything crazy happens, she needs to start writing it down. She has to go back and start thinking of everything that happened, start going through the text, start going through the calls. If she still has voicemails that she didn't delete or she can bring back up and save, she needs to start doing that. And I mean, that's gonna help back her up. But I highly recommend that she reports this doctor to the board. What the fuck? Can't be doing that. You can't be all whacked out. Like, what is he on drugs? Is he Oh,
Does he have an alcohol problem or?
It's probably a drug issue.
Probably.
So this is another part of the story. He is the doctor behind a ketamine clinic.
Oh my
So
God! No.
we think I tell her.
Oh no!
I tell her he's doing something. She goes, I don't think so. I go, he's doing something, baby girl.
He does not know the rules of the street. You're not supposed to be doing your own product.
Yep.
He knows nothing about the street life. He should not be doing his own product. He's definitely on the ketamine. He's coming out whacked out, missing appointments. He is the Elon Musk of dentistry.
Chingo.
So she has also told me, get away. She has also told me that he hired his girlfriend and they won't give her a raise. They promised her a raise once she was fully trained, and that has never happened. But he has hired his girlfriend, who often comes in while he's performing surgeries just to give him back rubs. And she doesn't do anything else. But just kind of hangs out in his office, gives him back rubs, and gets a paycheck.
Fuck, I want that job.
And this is the second girlfriend he's hired.
Well, of course, yeah, because there's nobody stopping him, and he's going to do what he wants to do. And I would report him to the board.
100%.
He's got people under, like he's putting people under. He's fucking with people's teeth, and like their health. And this is so crazy. I would have reported that in a heartbeat. You can't fuck around with people's lives like that.
Because it's wild. If she didn't know about this and didn't report it, she's also liable because she works there and she knows. So she has to protect herself as well.
Okay.
So she has to report this.
No, this is all great information.
Report it to the board. Get an employment attorney sooner than later. Let him know everything that's going on. Yeah. And I bet you this guy is absolutely I'm sorry, just
whacked out.
It's obvious. Chat, but I think this guy I think I saw this guy Little Shop of Horrors. Hilarious. But yes, she's got to report him. That's crazy. That's so crazy.
Okay.
And she needs to get. I mean, obviously she needs the money. She needs a paycheck, so she can't quit. But she needs to start logging down this information. She needs to start. Is Utah like a one-party consent with recording, or does she know that law? She should start recording those conversations. Like hit play on those voice memos.
I think it's a one-party.
Start hitting record on those voice memo and that little voice memo app that we've got.
Yeah, but it's always better to just record it and then give it to the lawyer and have the lawyer decide whether they can use it or not than not to have it. Yeah. So I would honestly just record and then consult with the lawyer, and then the lawyer can give her professional advice.
Yeah,
they're going to be acceptable or not, because that's harassment. And the fact that she's telling her that they're gonna every conversation she has with her, she can record too, like that she has with the manager on her phone. She can record, so she needs to start recording. Detailing
starting
everything.
Tomorrow when they have that conversation with her.
Absolutely. 100%.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
All right, Helen. Well,
all right. So I'm going to give her all this advice.
We wish her luck. That's a horrible situation to be in. I mean, I've had some jobs, but nothing like that. Like, that's wild.
Yeah.
That's very crazy.
I know.
I can't even imagine, like, your boss being all fucked up like that and working on people's teeth while they're and putting them under.
That's putting people's lives at risk like that, because he's clearly not cognitively there. So that's crazy.
Yeah.
And maybe she should, if she wants a bonus, tell her to start giving back rubs.
Tell her, be like, I can give back rubs too.
I won't transfer. I won't do, but add that to my job responsibilities. She'll get a lot more favoritism if she does. All right, Helen.
Yes, she will.
We'll talk to you later. Thanks. Right? It worked that angle.
I mean, it could work.
Get that extra coin. All right, guys. That was so crazy. I mean, that's really crazy.
That's insane. See, no. I would appreciate someone blowing the whistle on my dentist if he was doing all kinds of crazy shit like that.
Here we are talking about a crazy therapist that you see on OnlyFans with her daughter and all this madness. But could you imagine finding out that your
dentist
is all hopped up on ketamine, allegedly, right? Because we don't know for sure.
Yeah.
But
wink, wink.
We don't know for sure, but that, yeah, no.
Yeah. I'm no Sherlock Holmes, but I can put that one together. That's crazy.
And for getting to do people's dental work. Oh no. He's messing up on their dental work.
Well, that's what I was going to say. And it's so sensitive, and you can this is not something that's, while every profession in the medical field, I feel either that's got to be 100%. You got to be sane. You got to be drug free. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
There's places where you fucked up on a typo on this email. No one's going to die. But this is actually where they will die.
I mean, I'm not laughing. I don't mean to laugh at that. I'm just laughing at it's so wild. I'm laughing at the absurdity that is happening, and nobody and people are enabling it.
Well, that too. And the office manager, what's wrong with her? Hiding the money to make payroll. First of all, the minute I heard that, I'd be out of there immediately, because I'm not waiting till my check bounces.
No. So that was crazy, but I think the chat's going wild on this story, Marissa. If you want to go back to that, and then we'll hop back into catching up with Lilly Phillips.
Yes. So it looks like Adam posed a question early on that does he have a secret nitrous problem? I think that was before we heard of the ketamine, which again, we put two and two together.
What the fuck is going on in Utah? I'm sorry, I just had to shout that out.
I feel every time I fucking hear a story, I'm Utah's really out there living its own life. It's its own world, and
they're trying to give Florida a run for its money.
They're the Florida of the West, it sounds like. And I would have thought that would have been Nevada because of Las Vegas, but no. Utah said, but some of the advice in the chat is find a new job ASAP. Lisa says, I already didn't want to go to the dentist. Didn't need this story too.
Right? That's the worst doctor to go to. I fucking hate going to the dentist. The little drills and
see, that I don't mind, but now I'm gonna be are you on drugs? I gotta screen the doctor and be don't get near me. Let me see if you're on drugs. Real quick. Mia says yes, date, times, and details. So start logging everything. Let's see. Yep, everything is everybody's just kind of agreeing that is crazy, that she needs to get a new job, and that she needs to start documenting everything.
I just looked at Mr. R. His comment. Oh, he writes, Helen, it looks like you're in need of some fillings, Dr. K-hole. Oh, Helen, don't do it.
No, don't do it.
No, Helen, you've got your hands full already, Helen. Stop it. All right? Do not be going after Dr. K-hole.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So flipping back, that was wild. That was a wild story. Let's go back to Miss Lilly Phillips and what the fuck is going on with this crazy. I mean, how we got here and why we're still here. I'm starting to regret finding out about Lilly Phillips and hitching our little train onto her Hotmess Express, right? Because I've had enough of her. Why, you ask, Marissa? Why have I had enough of her?
Why?
Because she shared a TikTok video boasting about how she is now going to be doing the elderly community.
Oh my. So she said she broke down because she said 100 men was maybe a little much. So now she said, fuck that, I'm gonna top it and I'm gonna go to the senior citizens. Like, what the fuck?
Let's not forget I'm gonna fake pregnancy in between,
which was deplorable because that's disgusting.
That is disgusting. I mean, she had so many, like, she could have, okay, again, guys, I don't sex shame. I'm not gonna sex shame sex workers. I'm not gonna
no.
Get your bag, do you,
100%.
right? She could have pulled a Bonnie Blue and could have been a little bit of a feminist with the fame and now that she's getting all this, she's getting notorious, right? The celebrity that's coming to her, like, she could have done a little more, like, she could have done better. Look at Bonnie Blue, about to start raising money for people's IVFs, right? Thanks to this fake story. She could have done something, just something small and simple with her platform that she has, but instead she's like, I'm just going to keep going off the deep end, and now I'm going to start doing elderly men. So here's the story. Lilly first announced her plan to seek out mature men last week on TikTok, explaining that she'd love to do some charity work and begging men 60 and above to get in touch with her.
Oh, I love how she called it charity.
I guess she is trying to give back to the community.
I guess her definition of giving back to the community is very different that we have than what Lilly Phillips has, because she said, I'm gonna do y'all a favor.
I mean, who am I the one to sit here and judge when I'm out here looking for a sugar daddy? No. But I don't know. This is wild.
Look, listen, Lily, if you want to look for your sugar daddy, that's fine, but you're not banging through old dudes to find your sugar daddy.
She's not even banging dudes to get a sugar daddy. She's just banging dudes. She's just banging old dudes. So then she says, I'd love to do some charity work while I'm here. So anyone in a care home, hit me up. I'll let anyone have a go, including guys that could be my granddad or my little brother.
Whoa. That took a turn.
Yeah, that did take a turn. I did not see that part of the story. And she told E! News that she's becoming a multimillionaire thanks to her jaw-dropping stunt on OnlyFans. So of course we knew that she's doing it for the money and for the celebrity, but she says, for me, there is no amount of money that would make me stop. There's no goal. I mean, till that punani just falls off, like, I don't know what she's going to do. She's going to just do it until the wheels fall off, Marissa.
Well, her punani's going to fucking jump off, pack its bags, and be like, no, bitch, we're done. We're done.
I'm doing it for the love of the game. I just really enjoy it. I'm very used to sleeping with a lot of guys. I did this as a hobby before I did it for work. So it's not that outrageous for me. Like, I was already a slut. Might as well just get...
She's like, might as well make money off of it. I'm already
that I applaud. Like, yes, get that coin, bitch. But like, now that there's no end, like, she's just greedy and just doing it for fame and like money. I mean, I don't know. I want to not judge.
No, I will judge. Like, no, fuck that. Like, that's nasty. Like, go out there, get your bag. If that's your strategy, if that's what you want to do, and get your bag and live your best life, do that by all means. But when you're out here just trying to throw up anything at the wall and seeing what sticks, that's a little sad.
I know.
It's so random because she did something so deplorable, like fake a pregnancy, where she had to have had on like a fake belly, right?
Yeah.
Because it wasn't just like, oh, I'm gonna stick my stomach out. Like, she looked pregnant.
Yeah, so, I mean, well, you can buy those fake bellies on Amazon nowadays. Like, it's
that's what I'm saying. But to go through that thought process and say, hey, this is a good idea, I'm gonna move forward with this. That's like, if she was just fucking dudes and getting her money. I mean, life choices were made. Kudos to you. If you like it, I love it for you, right? Like, cool. But it's the all of the extraness that she doesn't have to do.
Like, there's no need. Like, let's
there's no need for that. Like, we didn't need to know that you were out here soliciting fucking nursing homes. We didn't need to know that.
No,
you leave that reserved to the people that pay for your content, ma'am.
Keep it on OnlyFans, right?
Exactly.
So Lilly isn't the first OnlyFans star that started seeking out elderly men for her movies. Tiffany Wisconsin, or Wisconsin Tiff, as she's known online, first joined OnlyFans during the COVID pandemic, but it wasn't until she started filming content with senior citizens that her popularity skyrocketed. I'm sorry, but I'm sorry. If I'm paying for porn and paying for my content creator, I do not want to see my OnlyFans fucking a 70-year-old.
No.
I mean, if I get that sugar daddy, I don't even want to see myself fucking that old man.
Nobody needs to see that. Lights off.
Anna Nicole Smith.
You got a lights off.
Drugged out. Totally whacked out of my fucking mind.
Mm-hmm.
Who's paying to watch this? What sick fuck? I mean, there's a lot of sick fucks, but I definitely do not want to see. I don't want to see that.
But the thing is, keep that knowledge to the people that want it. I don't need to know this. I don't want to know this. But now I got to know in my fucking noggin, it's going to be stored in here for fucking ever, that Lilly Phillips is soliciting fucking nursing homes. The fucking is supposed to do with that information? I don't know, but that's gross.
Yeah. So Tiffany, after one of her regular co-stars fell through, Tiffany made plans to hit nursing homes across America's Midwest to find a new batch of geriatric gentlemen to film with. And she's just going around town, and I did not pull up her picture, guys, because honestly, Adam sent me this story right before the show. And I did not do my due diligence and read. Like, I had seen clips of that she was doing elderly men, but I did not read the whole article, or I hadn't read an article until Adam sent me this, and I read it to you guys live on air. So I did not know anything about Tiffany. If not, I would have been prepared to show you, but here is Tiffany and one of her suitors.
Oh, Lord.
Tiffany said that she likes older men because they're more caring and emotionally available. Their experience, and they take their time with me, and they actually value the time we share together. I mean, at least she's not feeling like a robot like Lilly Phillips did after the 100 Men.
Well, that's what I was going to say. Then you go, I don't want to hear this bitch crying anymore then. If she sheds one tear, cancel her immediately, please.
I think we need to start cancel. I need to stop following Lilly Phillips, but now I'm kind of hooked, right? Like, she's my Ashley Trevino and her crazy ways, but maybe we need to put her to rest for a couple weeks. I think I've tapped out on her nonsense for a bit. And look at me, just getting information left and right about new OnlyFans content creators.
They're like, oh, you like this? Look at this. But Lisa has a question about how old is this Lilly person? She's young.
Wasn't she like 23?
Yeah.
She's 23, like 24.
Yeah, around that age.
I would say 23 to 26. Like, she's very young.
I want to say 23. Yeah, 23 to 25, maybe tops. I don't think she's hitting that 26 mark. Yeah.
I can't remember.
Yeah, but she's super young. Just, again, life choices were made, and if you like it, I love that for you, but I think that what caught me off guard is, like, or people that look like my brother, like my young brother, like 18 and up, please. Let's keep it 18 and up.
That lady, stop it.
Stop. You know, like, stop.
Yeah.
Like, it's the outrageous content, I guess, that she's going for, like that. Like, I'm going to say something so outrageous that people are going to want to see it. People are going to want to follow me to see if I go through with it. But just, again, no, stop. Like, just keep that to yourself. And whoever wants to pay for your content with the elderly geriatric population, that's between you and them.
Yep. All right, Marissa, should we get into the chat before we wrap this up?
Yes. So let's see here. All right. So it looks like, so going back to, Lisa just made a super funny comment in regards to our story with Helen, when you were saying like the Utah's trying to be the Florida of the West. He's saying the Utah man is now the new Florida man, which is hilarious.
Wait. Before we move forward,
yeah.
When I'm rotting this weekend, I have a show that I keep comes up in my thing that I need to watch about Utah, and maybe we talked about it, I want to say, before, and I just forgot about it since I forget everything. There's a show called My Husband's Not Gay, and it's about these Mormon men who are really gay.
I was gonna say,
and the wives are in denial about it, and they're going out camping trips and having their Brokeback Mountain weekends, and the wives are like, no, he's not gay. So I need to watch that. I'm going to do some investigative work for you guys this weekend while I'm in my PJs all day, and gonna catch up on some of that garbage TV for you guys.
All right.
All right.
Well, we'll be anxiously waiting to see how many gay people came out of there, how many marriages were broken. Let's find out. But it looks like the chat saying, I regret you finding out about her too. Yeah. Like they regret, we all regret this. We all regret this spiraling down this.
Bringing everybody down. I am bringing everybody down.
We're all down the hole with this one. Jen says, I draw the line at effing old people. Like, that's where I draw the line. You wanting to do 1,000 men, cool. Love that for you. But we draw the line there.
Jen's not looking for her Walter.
No. Mia says, teeth in or out? Fair question.
That was a very bad visual.
Mr. R says, the hardest part of eating vegetables are the wheelchairs. Pete fired Lilly. He said you're fired. Lisa laughed just like me when charity just made me snort. Like when she called it charity, I was like, damn. It's a backhanded compliment. It's like, oh, let me go do some charity work. Bunch of old dudes. Come on. I don't get the point. She's a giant piece of shit for doing this fake pregnancy. Absolutely. Handicap parking, discounted meals, movies. She knows what's up. No, I don't think she does. I really think she does it. She just does it to be controversial. Yeah. Lisa says, I'm still hurt by 60 being quote unquote elderly. Well, it is when you're comparing it to a 20-something-year-old. Even if she was to be like 40s, I'd be like, like that could be your dad. Like that's questionable.
Better 40 than 23 and calling it charity.
Calling it charity, true. Adam says, plus after her sex stunts, banging old dudes, it's just lazy.
She's
tired. Maybe she's tired.
the 101 dudes knocked her out. She's like, she can't.
Maybe she just wants to starfish and just be like, fuck it.
One pump, and that's it. With the,
that's it. Could be. Helen says, does she know elderly are petri dishes for STIs?
Oh, ooh. They are actually. They have the highest STD count of all
the populations. Yep.
Of demographics. Yep.
Mr. R says
in those facilities
because they got nothing but time. Mr. R says, does a black or platinum ARP card exist? Is she trying to get that extra discount? I don't know. Everybody just agreed that she needs some rest. She needs to be tapped out. No pun intended. Like she just needs to stop. Pretty much.
We will take a break unless something. I mean, she keeps doing stuff that's outrageous every week, but like, unless it's something major to report to you guys, then I will do it. But Lilly Phillips, we're putting you to rest for a bit.
Yes.
We're done. All right, guys. That fucking hour went by so fast.
It did. We're done.
That's wild. Helen did our work. I was going to read a workplace horror story, but we got a real live one, which was wild because I still can't get over Dr. Cable. Mr. R coming in with the nicknames. He's good at those.
Yeah, I know. On the fly too. I like it.
So yeah, that's it, guys. We will be back next Thursday. We have Fluggy joining us on the 3rd Thursday of March. I already forgot the date, but I have it in my calendar. And then Helen will be the 4th Thursday. If you guys, Marissa, if they want to join us, what can they do?
Yeah, if you want to join us, you can always jump onto one of our shows here. I will always drop the link in the chat. Or if you want to get scheduled in for the morning after or a segment with us and collaborate in any way, shape, or form, you can always DM us on Instagram, and our handle is
at I Hate It Here HQ.
Awesome.
I almost fucked that up.
You got yourself.
I drew a blank for a bit. I was like, oh shit, what is it?
It's because you're put on the spot. That's why. But no, thank you all so much for hanging out with us today. We really appreciate it. Appreciate you, your time. And Erika, any shows coming up?
Erika's playlist tomorrow morning at 11 a.m. Central Standard Time on Station Head. And I will see you all at your shows in Station Head.
All right. Thanks, everyone. Bye.
Printer jams, management schemes, and toxic plans. Your job's a joke, oh, we can relate. Welcome to work life, the thing we all hate. Erika and Marissa, your workplace queens, sharing nightmares straight from the scenes. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here, but at least we can laugh through the tears. Erika and Marissa have seen it all, from cubicle fights to the bathroom stall balls. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here, from the break room drama to the bosses here. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here, from the break room drama to the bosses here. We hate it here, oh, we hate it here, so grab a seat, it's horror premiere. Office gossip, printer jams, management schemes, and toxic plans. Your job's a joke, oh, we can relate. Welcome to work life, the thing we all hate. Erika and Marissa, your workplace queens, sharing nightmares straight from the scenes. We hate it here, yeah, we hate it here, but at least we can laugh through the tears.